mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. And incomplete to open things up. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Prescott. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. And it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games, winning comeback player of the year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd down, here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No gain on the play there, second down. The Seahawks at 4-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quick.
And this is caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First and goal at the 1. Now Gino. Touchdown! Kobe Parkinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 19 carries, 55 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And again, it's Prescott. That is caught, and they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. So, Charles, this defense going to have its hands full all game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on third down.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A man born to play in this stadium. It's DJ Dallas. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Smith. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's having.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Michael Gallup, touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 63 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Pollard again. And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott now on second down. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll throw again. Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Jones fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break? And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Smith on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them humbling up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
Geno now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Prescott on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second down, Prescott. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. Throwing now is Geno. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they'll let their 2 receivers to his outside run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incomplete. completions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Back to throw, Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again. Don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing. Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Prescott now. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. And a good quarter. Facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Wow, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Prescott to throw it. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. Up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A lock in the Seahawks now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First down, Seattle.
First throw now for the backup lock. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 13-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. An inside give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner, in to bring him down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Locke's throw taken in by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Here's Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable.
Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K or cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the crowd going air, they be like, so I step down stage, they be like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they be like, ooh yeah. Raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the fuck you think I say is.